Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have something very interesting for you. You see, we're opportune to, like you all know, if you don't know, that means you've not watched my introductory video telling you about myself and what I do. I am an event planner based in Lagos, Nigeria, and then go into the video. And then, in this video, let me just say what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about things or steps you need to take to pull off the had an opportunity to plan a surprise proposal. And it was actually very as you can tell, I like love. Who doesn't like love? If you don't like love, let me know in the comment section. Actually, if you don't like love, the people that will not comment are the people that don't like love. So if you don't comment on this video, it means that you don't like love or you don't love love. But everybody, love makes the world go around, you see. And then I am an advocate of love. Recently, we had the opportunity to plan a surprise proposal. In fact, it was not just one surprise proposal, it was a double proposal, you get. And then I'm just going to be running you guys through how you can plan or you can successfully pull off a surprise proposal. So if you're watching this video and you're like, oh, I'm a babe, send it to your boyfriend, send it to your boyfriend, send it to your friends, so that they can channel it to the right person. We ladies, we know how to just send the information indirectly, you get. So definitely send it to that person. If you're married and you're watching this, you have friends that are not yet married, you have friends that are not yet engaged, you can share the video with them. Remember to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So how can you pull off a successful surprise proposal? First things first, you have to have a babe. I think it's like a very obvious thing, but trust me, it's actually not so obvious, because I ran a Facebook ad and somebody sent a message responding to the ad. And then so I was asking the person, okay, so when is the proposal date? When do you want to propose? And the person said, I'm looking for the love of my life. And I'm like, how does he do? I'm like, did you see that it was for people that want to propose? So if you want to propose, of course, or to pull off a surprise proposal, you need to have a baby. You need to have a girlfriend. And a girlfriend is not just one of those people that you have. It means that this person, you are looking to build a life together. It means that this person, you've communicated with this person, you've interacted with this person is bothering you, this person loves you, this person, you guys gel, you are friends and things like that. So you need to have a girlfriend. If you don't have a girlfriend, I think that's the first place, that's where we should start from. Finding a girlfriend, not for you. You have to find a girlfriend by yourself, because I cannot take responsibility for other people's actions. So first things first, you have to have a girlfriend. And then this girlfriend, it means that the second thing, you have to have communicated with the person. Many times I'm sure you've seen a lot of proposals where the guy proposes and then the girl is like, you are from where to where? Are you mad? Are you crazy? Just like that. And then a lot of people usually blame the girl. Some people blame the guy. But you need to know that, oh, this person is feeling you, and then you guys have had conversations. I don't know how people date, and then they are not discussing. Everybody's just snapping pictures, and they are doing, oh, my birthday, he sent me a bouquet of money, he sent me this, we went to Dubai together, we went to Mauritius, I don't understand those kind of relationships. So because in a relationship, you guys have to talk, you have to communicate, you have to know whether we are going somewhere or we are not going, if this is our final bus stop, or let me come down now and find another bus. It's a relationship. It means that it's a ship. If the ship is not going anywhere, you can highlight from the ship and join another ship. God no go vex, you get. So you need to talk, you need to know. So you from your conversations, you would know if this person would say yes or no, because it's very annoying for you to pull a surprise proposal and then guesses, no, I'm not going to marry you. Oh well, we just say, oh, sorry, and then maybe you upload the picture or the videos and then say, oh, she said no, and they'll be like, oh, sorry, and then you just have like pity party, or people tell you things that you can do to become better and things like that, which you don't particularly want, because nobody wants to go into a business venture already knowing that, see, I'm going to fail, and yes, you just want people to tell you, oh, sorry, better luck next time. No, there's nobody that wants to do that. Yeah, so that's the second thing. You need to have communicated with the person. No, oh, we are in this thing together, or you're just one of the many people first to propose, now I go follow, or things like that. So you need to communicate. Means that you assess the person's values, you guys gel, your values are aligned, you see a future with the person. If you don't see a future with the person, of course, why exactly are you there? So me personally, I'm an advocate for, if you know this relationship is not going anywhere, end it. Like, no matter, I don't care what you are benefiting from that relationship at that point in time, end it. Communicate with the person. See, let us not waste our time. I don't like time wasters. If it's not going anywhere, tell the person, see, this thing is not going where I want it to go, or it seems as though, even though we are going, it seems like we are on a straight line, somebody will still bend, will still take a turn, a U-turn or something, and then will not be able to continue on this journey. So let the person know, so that nobody is feeling like, oh, after 5 years you're not saying, oh, this relationship cannot work, or the way some people will say, one prophet said you're not my wife. You'll be like, prophet did not say that one. See, when we started dating, or the prophet said you're not my husband. And like, why did I spend so much time? Why did you allow me to invest so much? I'm not just talking about money now. Time is an investment in any person. So yes, and then the third thing you need to do is to ask for consent. I know people are not very big on that. People are not very big on getting consent from their parents, for example. Tell our father, tell our mother. Sometimes it's after the proposal, you're now coming to bring the person. This person I want to marry has proposed. Say for where? Who does that? What if the parent says no? What will you do? If the parent says no, you cannot go ahead with the marriage now. So it means that all the oh my God, I said that. Oh my God. It means that everything is for waste now. So before you propose, you need to have met the family. Maybe not the whole family, maybe the nuclear family. You need to have gotten consent. Tell the father or the parent, whoever is the guardian of the lady. Tell the person, oh, I want to propose. I'm looking to propose to your daughter. Get permission. Get their blessing. It shows that you're a responsible man. It's the person that is not responsible now, but it shows that you are responsible. So get consent from the parents. Get consent. It's very, very important, so that you don't get. There are a lot of relationships that have ended because the parents said no, and you cannot. I know some people say, hey, if the parent says no, what's my own? The parents cannot make decisions. My parents cannot make decisions for me, or our parents cannot make decisions for her, and things like that. Yes, they are not making the decision for you, but it is common sense for you to listen, because this person that you are head over heels in love with did not fall down from the sky. Even if the person fell down from the sky, somebody trained the person. Somebody trained this lady for you to see and say, fine girl, now wow, I badly your ministry, or things like that. Somebody trained that. If the person was not trained, you will not see, you probably will not. There's people walk past me, I'm like, no, this person cannot be my partner, and things like that. So parental consent is very, very important, and it is good you get it. At least get the first one before you propose to her, so that it's not like, and Nigerian parents are very particular about certain things. You may not be Nigerian, but Nigerian parents, a very, very, very special breed of parents you get, and they are particular about certain things. So it's not wisdom for you to propose to a lady that you've not met her parents before, or you've not spoken to them before, and things like that. It is not wisdom at all. So yeah. And then another thing that you need to put into consideration is, what are the things she likes. I know that when you have particular proposals, some ladies are like, no, please, future husband, I don't like anything public. I'm a very, very private person. See, just in my bed, or in our sitting room, in our living space, or this, just two friends or two people or just me and you and things like that, you need to listen. You need to listen and be getting those signals. Some people are like, no, we have to be in the air, or in the sea. In fact, it has to be in a very public place. It needs to have paparazzi. Some people are like, I don't want paparazzi. You need to understand who you are dealing with, because the aim of your proposal is not, let me trend. The aim of the proposal is not, let the whole world see I can do these things. There are times you do very lavish things for people and the person is like, this is not what I want. You get? So it's very important you understand the type of person you are dealing with before you go and do lavish proposal and the person is a quiet person and the person says no, or the person says yes, but you're not getting the vibe. There are some people that propose and then there's some people that say yes, and you're like, really? Is this the best you can do? So you have to understand the kind of person you are dealing with. You have to also consider budget. Of course, everybody considers budget, but when we talk about budget, sometimes people look at budget and like, it means that person doesn't have money. No, everybody, even multinationals, Microsoft, Facebook, they have budget. It doesn't mean that they don't have money, but budget is just, this is the amount we want to spend, considering several things on this particular project. So that's basically what it is. So your budget can be high, your budget can be low. You can still pull off a successful surprise regardless of what your budget is. So you have to consider what your budget is, so that you can then, because what the budget does is it gives you space to be creative. For example, you want to plan a lavish proposal. She likes planes, or she had always dreamt of she wants to go bungee jumping, for example, and then that's where you want to propose. If your budget is 50k, of course you already know that you cannot achieve that. You understand? So it gives you, your budget allows you to be creative and then also be able to think within the space of what your budget can accommodate. Sometimes people are flexible with their budget. You can be flexible with your budget. I'm not telling you to be fixed in your budget, but have a budget, have an idea. Many times I speak with clients and then sometimes you ask, so what's your budget? Say, I don't have a budget. There was this story or there was this video I saw where somebody said, I don't have a budget. Okay, you don't have a budget. It means that, we can go all the way. And they are bringing particular things. I say, in fact, maybe cake makers. Maybe not, cake makers. I say, so what's your budget? I want a wedding cake. What's your budget? Say, I don't know, something elegant but simple, sophisticated, and then the person gives you a bill of say 200k. I'll be like, no, it's too expensive. How did you know it was expensive? I thought you said you didn't have a budget. If you don't have a budget, then it shouldn't be expensive. It means that there's a figure playing around in your head. And then so what's your budget? Say 50k for wedding cake. And see, it's like you want to do artificial cake, or you want them to, it's only design you want. There will not be cake inside. They'll just put styrofoam, the way some people package it, and then you just cut foam, but you will not be able to taste the cake because it's just the design that you want. In fact, even the design itself, depending on the design, may not be your 50k naira budget may not be able to accommodate that and things like that. So it's important to have a budget. And when people ask you, so what's your budget, be open with your budget. Budget is not something you hide. I'll be like, no, I don't want people to know my budget. It just helps whoever is planning to say, okay, I cannot go beyond this. In my thinking would be in this space. You can't compare a budget of 2 million naira, for example, to a budget of 200k. What you can achieve with that amount, they are totally different. Let us not lie. We say we're creative, but money has to enter this matter now. So when money enters, you cannot tell the planner, and then the planner is thinking of these crazy ideas that she would love, and then at the end of the day, you're not able to implement it because no money and things like that. So within your budget. Work within your budget. There are a lot of things you can do regardless of how low or how high your budget is, because sometimes we feel like, I have to spend so much to propose. No, you don't have to spend so much to propose. Of course, there are some things that are ridiculous, but you don't have to spend so much to propose. So another thing you have to do is pick a time, or rather, before you pick a date. You cannot have a proposal, you cannot plan a proposal indefinitely. You have to pick a date for the proposal. So pick a date, a proposed date for the proposal. Maybe it's a public holiday, and make sure it's a day that works for her. Make sure it's a day that works for her. So it can be, for example, now I'll give a story. There are particular people that maybe they don't even go out on a regular. Every of their activities is indoor. Is buy suya, buy shawarma, do this. Maybe last the one they've done is go to Tantalizer. This is in existence, but maybe Cold Stone, for example. And then the time you now want to pull off a surprise and you now want to do something extravagant and say, you know what, let's go to a hotel. She's already thinking that why are we going to a cold hotel? What's happening in a cold hotel? Because it's not a routine. So you also don't want something that is completely out of your routine, because she's suspicious. Of course, that period, ladies are already like, okay, proposing, and then you now want to just make it very, very obvious, say that let's do something that is completely out of our, we've never talked about it, we've never tried it, we've never done anything like this before, and they just want to introduce it. Then she begins to suspect that it's like something is going to come up during this our outing, and then it's no more a surprise. Even though it's a surprise, but she already knows that something like this is going to happen. Yeah, so pick the day, make sure it's a day that works with her, and then come up with a perfect story or perfect excuse. Because one of the things that people do is proposals. There was a particular lady that they proposed to, and then after the proposal, she was telling her friend, you guys are wicked, like you guys are wicked. You could have told me, you could have at least pushed me to fix my nails, because she typically fixes her nails. But they didn't want to ruin the surprise, so it was just makeup. I think she managed to do makeup, which was good. If not, you know what your proposal to, you look at your proposal picture, like, if I had known, she would have done my makeup. If I had known, she would have fixed my nails and things like that. So you have to come up with the perfect story that will make sure that she's prepared, she looks the part. She's not, you don't want to propose to your girlfriend and then she's like, but you'd have told me, see my nails, I cannot upload this type of picture, or I cannot do this, because that's not the kind of person I am. You don't want somebody that's just there for somebody that typically makes up. If she doesn't do all of those things, it's fine. She doesn't have to go out of her way, because you don't want to take this person, you don't want to portray an image that is not. So yes, you don't want to portray an image that is not. So make sure that you come up with the perfect story, so that she buys the story, and then let her friends be around. It's just good that her friends are around too. So cook up this perfect story. If you know what, you can actually read. I think I'll put the full story would be on my website, on our website, so you could actually go to the website and then just read the full story, or you go to our Instagram page to read the full story of how we pulled it off. And yes, so have the perfect story. You have to tell her the perfect story, so that she comes prepared, she's ready for this proposal, and then it's a complete surprise to her. Yeah, and then of course you can work with a planner. You don't have to work with a planner. It can be something that you can do by yourself, but it is good to have a professional eye. So work with a planner to put off that surprise. And then don't forget camera. Yes, I know we all have phones. We have iPhones, can capture beautiful moments and things like that. Yes, but don't forget to hire a professional camera. You could also hire a professional videographer. Video can pass, but depending on what your budget is, if your budget can accommodate that, please definitely go for it. But even if your budget is very, very small, please have a professional photographer, because you don't want that. Because the thing with it is, you are the one proposing. It means that you are not with your phone. You can't use your phone. She can't use her phone at that point in time. So you don't want, at the end of the day, the old moments, you're not relying on people. Did you capture? Say, sorry, I was lost though. I was so into the proposal and then I forgot, and things like that. But with the professional cameraman, it is his job, or it is our job So that is the reason why the person is there. The person will capture all of those moments. The person can capture the reactions on your friends and things like that. So definitely get a professional, hire a professional photographer. Last but definitely not the least, share the good news. We love good news, so share the good news with your friends, with families. Upload it on Instagram, upload it on Facebook. Let us share in your joy, and then congratulations on your journey to becoming one. Let us know. We can help you plan the proposal if you want, and of course we are wedding planners too, so we can help you plan the wedding so that it takes away all the stress. But we wish that she says yes, and that you have a very smooth, well, hopefully smooth wedding planning process. Let me know how your proposal. So I know that different people watch this video. If they propose to you, let me know how your proposal went. Were you surprised? Were you not surprised? What were the things? If you were to advise your husband or your fiancé now, what would you tell him? Or in fact, what would you tell your future husband? So that people, the way they will drop those coded things, so that the person knows, this is our proposal. You're gonna be getting inspiration from it. So let me know in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah. Thank you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.